90.1 WECS, something different. You are listening to another edition of Something Different here in the afternoon at WECS. And today I have special guests in the studio. I have a band for you and your listening enjoyment. Welcome, please. Midnight Anthem. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
And the microphones all work. Isn't that wonderful? Wow. So, thank you for coming down.
Thank you
Thanks
so much
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
The other opposite side of the state there. How was the drive? Nice?
It wasn't bad, yeah.
No, it was a nice drive.
Cool. Good. And so you're going to be performing at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival in Goshen, Connecticut, coming up the weekend of October 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't your first rodeo, though, huh?
No, I think it's
Our
our third year in a row.
Yeah,
I
third.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we've
Cool.
been very lucky that Ian Campbell and the whole crew there has invited us back, and it's one of our favorite shows every year to go and play. So it'll be
Excellent.
good.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised that he keeps inviting you back. I saw you last year.
Oh, cool.
Aw.
You guys were amazing.
Thank you so much.
I was the guy with no shirt. No, I'm just kidding. No, it
That
wasn't.
was
It
with the
wasn't me.
feathers in your hair. You were that guy.
That was not the guy. That was a cool guy. I hope he's there again.
I
Yeah,
hope
he
so
was.
too.
He was
so
entertaining.
funny.
So, how long have you been singing together as a group?
I think the three of us, we've been singing out, performing our originals since 2019. The three of us decided to combine forces and do this together in, I think it was March of 2020.
Oh.
So
It was like
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah,
Like
nothing
in
else
the
to
in
do,
the
right?
middle of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were doing like on live streams online,
Mhm.
and that was like the start of it.
Yeah.
Was it March of 2020?
First show was April of 2021.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. So it was
But we
2021.
started with live streams.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
during COVID, since we couldn't do like actual gigs, we were doing a lot of live streams for different like coffee shops or whatever that were trying to raise money since they couldn't actually have
Mhm.
people there. And since, in case you didn't know, we're all related. So
Yeah.
Catherine and I are
I
sisters.
just realized I didn't introduce
Yeah.
everybody. But
So Catherine and I are sisters, and Grace is our cousin. So we were all in the same place when we were doing the live streams. So we just sang together, and then ended up realizing that that was how we wanted to keep doing it. So
Mhm.
and have you always kind of sang together as
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah, we've been singing together our entire
I
lives.
remember being in Lake George. Our family went up to Lake George every year for this big fireman's parade for years and years growing up. And I remember being in the car with them one time, and My Town by Montgomery Gentry came on.
Oh,
And
wow.
I remember singing the harmonies and your parents turning around and being like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like, just
we used
the
to
three
just
of us
harmonize
singing
whatever was
together
on.
all the
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I always talk about how the sibling harmonies are just amazing, and I don't know if there's any scientific proof to it, but you think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah,
You know, you've been around together for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were twins separated at birth and reunited 20 years later, I don't think it would be the same.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to test that theory today. So let's get right into a song. Everybody's going to love this. Kind of a country Americana type bass songs, right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mostly. Okay.
Singer-songwriter, we love super focusing in on our lyrics and the storytelling side of it. So all the songs that we'll do today are very, very lyric-oriented, that's for sure.
Excellent.
So, all right, this first one is a song that we wrote for our mamas. To keep a long story short, our mamas love margaritas. So we sat down, and Kat had this note in her phone from years ago that just said, "Mama wants a margarita." So we finally sat down. We were looking for an idea. We're like, let's write it. And we did, and here it is. It's called Mama Needs a Margarita, and it is out on all streaming platforms, so you can go listen to it if you would like to. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mama's in the kitchen, dishes ain't done. No time to chill or have a little fun. Bills are piling up and her boss is on her back. Things don't pan out, she's gonna have a heart attack. No Cancun vacation, no siesta tonight. No sunset on the water, No fiesta here until 5. Mama needs a margarita and wash her troubles down the drain. No red wine or sangria, I can't help to ease the pain. When life is on the rocks, let some tequila salt the rim. 'Cause mama needs a margarita, don't you think? So get that woman a drink. Oh yeah, get that woman a drink. A drink, a drink, a drink. Well, mama's in the kitchen, but it ain't for us. She's got a lime in one hand and she is in a rush. I think she's seeing someone and it ain't my dad. Jose Don Julio, I hope he wins it back. No stressing or depressing, no kids allowed tonight. No need for overdressing, sweatpants will do just fine. Mama needs a margarita to wash her troubles down the drain. No red wine or sangria, I can't help to ease the pain. When life is on the rocks, let some tequila salt the rim. 'Cause mama needs a margarita, don't you think? So get that woman a drink. Oh yeah, get that woman a drink. A drink, a drink, a drink, yeah. Sip one, let your worries fade away. Sip two, no more stressing about yesterday. Sip three, 'cause tomorrow's a new day. It's empty. Mama needs a margarita to wash her troubles down the drain. No red wine or sangria, I can't help to ease the pain. When life is on the rocks, let some tequila salt the rim. 'Cause mama needs a margarita, don't you think? So get that woman a drink. Oh yeah, get that woman a drink. A drink, a drink, a drink. Get that woman a drink.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing, 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 amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not big into modern country, but that is really, really good.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back after this brief break. Stand by.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, and everything's cool.
90.1 WECS, Something Different. Okay, so it's a Saturday afternoon. You're just kind of strolling along, walking down the street or driving your car, and you heard this amazing tune by the Midnight Anthem. And that's because you were listening to 90.1 WECS, and Midnight Anthem's here right now in front of me. And I'm very happy that you came down. Saw you last year at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival, and I was amazed that you did such a great job. That was my first time ever even hearing about you. But you've been around. I mean, you said only for a couple of years, but I looked at the long list, like as long as my arm, and you've been a lot of festivals.
Yeah.
You've been in different states, right?
Mm-hmm. We've been so blessed that from the very beginning, this all started because the two of them, their parents took them to an open mic at Nightingale's Acoustic Cafe in Old Lyme. And they got up, and a lot of people would get up and sing cover songs, but they got up and did their originals. And so the owners of the cafe run this thing called the Music Now Foundation, which they raise money to give up-and-coming artists opportunities to get up and play. So we fell into good hands with them, and they gave us countless opportunities to play, kind of grew from there. And then DrumDad took over the booking, and I remember coming down for water at 2:30 in the morning after having been asleep for 3 hours, and he's still sitting there sending out emails upon emails upon emails. So if it wasn't for him, there's no way we'd have the lineup that we did.
That's
so.
the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can put your complete trust in him. You know he's not going to take advantage of you.
Oh, definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you think you're going to continue in music? I mean, you're all pretty young. Have you finished college? Have you gone to college?
I am. Yeah, I'm a
Sophia.
senior right now. Sophia, yeah. I'm a senior. So
Which degree in?
I'm a music production major. So
That's a
so my
perfect-
plan is to continue with music.
Good.
Yeah.
You have something to fall back on.
Yeah. I think we all love singing and performing and writing songs, so
We'll do it as
we'll
long
just
as
do
we
it as long as we
can.
can. Yeah.
And
Awesome.
obviously, we'd love for it to go to another level, but just getting up, or occasionally we'll pop into an open mic, just getting up and performing our original music, being able to touch people with that. It's like, it really truly is our passion. So I think no matter what happens in life, we will always kind of come back to that.
Do you kind of feel like you're getting something back when you perform for somebody and sing a song, and you're in a way you're touching their lives?
Mhm.
Are they also doing reciprocating?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
You get something back out of it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool.
Not only from them, but the other artists we've done shows with. We've learned so much and gotten to make so many incredible connections that we never would have if this wasn't a thing. So
Mm.
very
So
grateful.
I know you've connected with Frank Critelli, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did like the old church show or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
That was our
very
first
gig.
show.
Oh, get out, really?
Yeah, that was our first gig together.
Oh, cool. I was just watching that this morning. And it was like,
Boy.
they're really good.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God.
was
And
our
that
first-
was a
first
long
show
time
together.
ago.
Yeah.
We were so nervous. We found a little like hallway bathroom thing in the back of the church, and we sat there and we played through all of the songs probably 4 or 5 times each because
Wow.
we were so nervous.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's good.
that was our very first show.
That means
so
you care enough to put everything into
Yeah.
it.
definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dad, you got to be proud, huh? Did we introduce Ian, right? And are you a cousin too?
Yeah, I'm a brother cousin.
Brother cousin.
Our
Okay.
brother, her cousin.
Yeah, so just as we mentioned earlier, Cat and Sophia are sisters. I am their cousin, Grace.
BassBro.
DrumDad, Dominick, is their uncle, my dad. BassBro is Cat and Sophia's older brother, my cousin, DrumDad's nephew. So it's a whole family
I actually
ordeal.
got that. I didn't think I would, but
We should make a diagram.
Yeah,
and just put it on
honestly, we
Instagram.
should make a diagram.
Carry a whiteboard with us.
I feel like we say that and people look at us like we have 10 heads. Like,
and then
what?
your parents are also like the sound
yeah,
mom and dad too, right?
Yeah, our parents do the sound for us. Yep.
Yeah,
They're all super supportive.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah.
I love it when a family sticks together.
definitely.
So you touched on it a little bit earlier. One of the first things I noticed about your music is your songs, your lyrics are very genuine and compassionate. And you kind of mentioned Grace earlier. Do you want to talk a little bit about? I mean, the first song was a fun song.
Yeah.
But you've got several songs that really like I'm Fine.
Yeah.
What a Glow in the Dark.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Look, you did your homework.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about any of them or
Yeah.
what they mean to you?
Well, I
and-
mean, I'm Fine is the first song I think the three of us wrote
Mhm.
together. It was before we were a band. We were all hanging out
Like
at
2
Grace's
years
house.
before we
yeah.
were a band.
We were all writing songs on our own at that point, but we were hanging out at Grace's house, and she has a camper, and we were having a sleepover in her camper, as one does. And we had literally in her driveway.
In April.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It was cold.
And we had a guitar out there, and I don't think we sat down to write a song. We were just kind of strumming. I was just kind of
playing.
strumming a chord progression, and then next thing we know, we had written a song and then forgot about it. And 2 years later, we started playing together, and we were like, remember that song we wrote like 2 years ago?
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pulled that out. That's a very special song.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I'm
I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are you gonna do that today?
We can.
We can.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
I think
want.
we should since we already talked about
No,
it.
well, whatever you want to do. I don't want to mess up. I know you had a set list.
No, well we can do that one. We love that
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one.
That one, so we were sitting there and Soph started playing this really pretty thing, and I had just recently gone through a breakup, and we were sitting there and talking about how this person was still hanging out with all the same old people that I used to hang out with them too, and they were out and I wasn't invited, and I kept going, I'm fine, it's fine, we're all fine. And then we were like, we should write a song about how the word fine does not mean you're fine or okay or anything like that. And we did, and very shortly I'm Fine came out. So
And it's about also reaching out to other people for help sometimes, right?
yeah.
And now it's kind of like a joke between us where like I'll see Kat and I'll go, hey Kat, how are you? And she goes, I'm fine. And I'm like,
What's wrong? What's wrong? What is it?
Oh boy.
Cool.
So
All right. So do you want to do that now or?
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
All right. We're all going to be fine after listening to this song.
all right, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm alone and you're out with our friends on a Saturday night. I saw your truck parked outside, guess I missed the invite. But I'm fine. And ever since we called it off, I've been waiting for your call, but it's taken way too long. So I'm writing you this song to say I'm fine, 'cause I'm fine. It's fine that you're moving on, and I'm fine with the way it ended, and I hope you're doing alright. Even though my heart is breaking, I'm fine. At least it will be in time. And I'm fine when I see you with her, even though she looks like me. And it makes me wonder if deep, deep down you still wish it was me when I say I'm fine. Can't you see that I'm lying? Oh, 'cause I'm not fine. Is it that look on your face when you're holding her the way you used to hold me? I can't find my peace of mind. Is it that memory, that haunted melody that I can't hear without thinking of you and me? Are you moving on, and I'm fine with the way it ended, and I hope you're doing alright. Even though my heart is breaking, I'm fine. At least it will be in time. And I'm fine when I see you with her, even though she looks like me. And it makes me wonder if deep, deep down you still wish it was me when I say I'm fine. Can't you see that I'm lying? Oh, 'cause I'm not fine. Because when you said it was over, we'd barely just begun. Oh, I was ready to settle down, but you were born to run. It's fine that you're moving on, and I'm fine with the way it ended, doing alright. Even though my heart is breaking, I'm fine. At least I will be in time. And I'm fine when I see you with her, even though she looks like me. And it makes me wonder if deep, deep down you still wish it was me when I say I'm fine. Can't you see that I'm lying? Oh, 'cause I'm not fine. 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 No, I'm not fine. But as far as you can tell.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Midnight Anthem here at WECS. And we're going to take a short break and come right back and talk a little more. So stay tuned.
Hi, this is Paul and Diane with Acousticool, one-of-a-kind live music in Bristol, Connecticut.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, and everything's cool.
90.1 WECS, something different. And Eastern WECS is a community service of Eastern Connecticut State University. All the students are back. All the parking lots are full here, so everybody's happy. And everybody should start learning now. And I'll continue to play music to entertain the students. And it's a big happy world that we live in. And it's even happier today because we have the Midnight Anthem here. Hello. Midnight Anthem. I forget what I was going to say. So stay tuned, everybody, because it's in less than a half hour. I have to get the right clock. About 27 minutes from now, we've got the New Music Alliance Radio Hour, which is a local show featuring local original music from Western New England artists. That's from Brattleboro, Vermont, down through Western Mass into Connecticut. And this week, it's Violet Housethor and myself on the show. I did the playlist, and I can tell you right now, if you've been listening to this since the beginning of this show, you're going to hear one of the songs on the next show in the next hour as well. So stay tuned because, hint, hint, the Midnight Anthem is on the playlist.
Yay.
So, yeah, the New Music Alliance, we try to support local musicians, so that would be you.
Thank you.
And
Said local musicians appreciate it very,
Yeah.
very much.
okay. It's all happy. Everybody's happy. We get to hear music.
Yeah.
You get to play music.
Yeah.
So, Dad, did you play music in a band before you started playing with this band?
I played in college percussion with a progressive jazz group.
Oh, wow.
And I played timbales and congas and all kinds of hand percussion.
Oh, cool.
And then I spent the rest of my life doing marching band and military style drumming and being a band director. And
Wow.
then 3 years ago, I never dreamed that I'd be banging a drum set with the ladies here.
Oh.
And it's a wild ride that I've just been enjoying every minute of. It's
Ah,
been time of
absolutely.
my life.
It started with a, hey Dad, we're a little nervous. This is a long show and we're nervous that we're gonna be too slow. Can you just we had a cajon sitting at the house. Can you just grab the cajon and just come and you'll pick it up. It'll be easy. And we never
Here we
let
are
him
now.
not come
Aw.
to a show after that.
Awesome. Well, so we talked about you already being at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. Do you have any favorite moments from the previous years?
Oh.
All of them.
Wow.
I
feel like
mean,
the
We
whole
last year
time.
when we played my church.
I was
and we
gonna say
had
that, yeah.
Yes.
Layla-
So
yeah.
the year before last year, our friends Jason and Griselli in the Miles North, they were playing the main stage, and they invited us to come up and sing Even If It Breaks Your Heart by Eli Young Band with them. And so we love the idea of like inviting people up to singing with other artists that we love. So last year we were on the main stage, and there's this really, really talented artist, Kayla Farnham, who we met.
Our state troubadour.
Yes, state troubadour, exactly. She's
so
really,
talented.
really talented.
Yeah.
And she was playing at the festival too. And so we had her come up and sing My Church by Mary Morris with us. And it was
so cool. She brought her keyboard and she played along. And
there's like a big, like a break in the middle, like an instrumental thing.
Yeah.
And she did this whole kind of like
it
organy
was so
sounding.
cool.
It was sick.
She's such a talented.
Yeah. She is.
She's been here before.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
Any other
so that was a fun
collaborations that you would like to see?
Oh.
Maren Morris? No.
I mean, if Maren Morris is listening
dream,
right now.
Maren Morris, Kelsey Ballerini,
Taylor
Harley
Swift.
Pierce, Taylor Swift.
So many people.
I mean, Jason and Griselli, we always have a
love
good
them.
time. We've headlined, not headlined, but like done a few shows along the way here, and it's always a blast. And we'll get up and do a song with them.
Nice.
They're so kind,
so supportive.
Like, yeah. So something else with them sometime soon.
Be
It'll be a
awesome.
always love
blast.
playing with them.
I think we just played Jason and Griselli a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. Definitely. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you mostly write individually and then come together and put it together, or do you sometimes? Well, you talked about being in the camper, and you already answered one of the questions I had.
Well,
staying up all night and eating unhealthy snacks, making tunes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, every time we write a song, it's a little bit different. So, like that time, we were all sitting together from the very beginning. But sometimes, like one of us will come with part of it already written, or sometimes we'll have like a hook or something we want to start with. I think with I'm Fine, we literally just figured it out as we were going.
Yeah.
But like,
that was one of those. It was like
Yeah.
entirely written on the spot.
Yeah.
But usually when we go into writing a song, we have a little bit of an idea of where it's going, whether it's
we have a line or we have a melody
chorus
or we have
yeah.
a verse or a chorus or something.
Like
some
Mama
kind of
Needs a
starting
Margarita
point.
started with Cat had in her phone.
Yeah.
Mama wants a margarita.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, let's do that. It all, it kind of comes from something we'd written down previously. So we'll just spit out ideas until someone goes, ooh, I like that. Let's do something with it. So.
Yeah.
And
FaceTime.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Lots
we
of
all
FaceTime
live in
writing.
different places, especially right now. Catherine's in Chester, I'm at school in Danbury, and Grace is in Bethlehem. And so during the week, like getting together is not really an option.
It's an hour drive
Yeah.
in any
Yeah.
general direction.
Yeah.
So we'll FaceTime and we'll have a Google Doc shared between the three of us, and we'll just write through FaceTime. So
nice and easy. A lot easier than when you were playing, huh? Awesome. So let's do another song.
All right. Well, this next one is one that we did write over FaceTime. So we wrote it about this really cool place out west. And to give a real quick history lesson, back in the 1800s, everyone headed out west for the gold rush.
Yeah.
And when they did, all the bad guys, the bandits, the outlaws, the bass players, they figured that if enough of them settled down in one place at one time, that no law could tell them what to do. And they founded this town, and it was called Deadwood. So we did a little learning about Deadwood, and we wrote a song, and here it is.
Cool.
We go walking down these streets made of gold, running away from the old life, running away from the cold. Nobody telling us to do nothing, shooting anybody who comes knocking on a door where they just ain't welcome. Here in Deadwood, where there's no risk, there's no reward. You can make friends, but who to trust you can't be sure. 'Cause here these town lines are the worst of who you'll find. Here in Deadwood, once you hear, you're here for good. We go drinking when the veins of gold run dry. If you challenge me to a poker match, you challenge me for your life. 'Cause there ain't no problem solver like my 36 Colt revolver. And aces and eights make for a dead man's hand. When you've been dead, a word where there's no risk, there's no reward. You can make friends, but who to trust you can't be sure. 'Cause here at least our lines are the worst of who you'll find. You've been dead, a word once you hear, you're here for good. Ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ooh. So break out the whiskey and lean in close. Listen carefully, cowboy, 'cause I'll only say it once. No, 2, 3. Well, you've been dead, a word where there's no risk, there's no reward. You can make friends, but who to trust you can't be sure. 'Cause here at least our lines are the worst of who you'll find. You've been dead, a word once you hear, you're here for good.
Thank you.
On the mic. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 90.1 WECS with the band The Midnight Anthem live in the studio today. And wow, amazing stuff. We're going to come right back and talk a little more with The Midnight Anthem right after these messages.
Hi, this is Paul and Diane with Acousticool, one-of-a-kind live music in Bristol, Connecticut.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, everything's cool.
And it's cool. It's so cool. That'd be cool if you were at Acousticool. It's not too far from you. It's a house concert in Bristol, Connecticut.
Okay.
I know the owners.
Sounds pretty cool.
I will talk to
Sounds
them.
cool.
They might be listening today.
Super cool,
They might be calling me after the show saying, hey, how do I get in touch with this band?
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
So cool. So cool. The coolest.
All right. You know Tracy Walton, right?
Yes.
You've
love
you've been on deck.
Yeah, we have.
We did a video project there, so that was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I saw a couple of videos of you doing some of your songs there. Yeah.
On our YouTube.
And Tracy was just recently at Acousticool with Julia Autumn Ford.
She's
For
so
the-
talented. Bella
she
the Fall
is.
is their duo, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Julia was here like 10 years ago.
Wow.
Okay. That's
She
cool.
was amazing back then, and
Yeah.
no surprise that she's doing what she's doing now.
Yeah, definitely.
So imagine where you'll be in 10 years after being on Something Different with Marky Ramone. I'll save that question for later. Do you want to play a quick game?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I love games.
All right, let me. This is called
so
lyrical ponderings,
Okay.
and I'm going to give you a song title in the form of a question. Now, usually I would say you'd be at a disadvantage because a lot of these songs are really old and you probably never heard of them, but you've got some help in the back. So
Yeah, that's true.
pick a number between 1 and 201.
73.
All right. So these are all songs that are in the form of a question. You either tell me who sang the song
Okay.
or you just answer the question.
I feel like I need a buzzer.
Okay.
Oh, 73?
Or is this obvious? Is this an easy one or a
No,
hard
it's
one?
just a band.
Oh.
Just kidding. What are you waiting for? Well, what are you waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Someone to answer the question.
Yes, ding, 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 you win. You got it right.
Ha ha ha. I don't
know.
I have no clue. I don't know that one.
I don't.
Nickelback, 2014.
Is that the name of the song? What are you waiting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
It's not like they had a lot of hits.
Too,
Yeah.
Yeah. I know like the hits.
Look at this phone.
Yeah, I know that one.
We all just want to be big rock stars.
Yeah, I know that one.
Time in 16 cars. That's a good one.
You do a lot of covers, right?
Yeah.
What made you come up with and do September by Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Oh, man. It was September.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was literally just like
Valentine's
September.
Day.
Oh.
That's right, because we
It was
like
like
February.
We wrote that song. Wow, that song. Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know. We just kind
felt
of.
like it. I don't know.
Sophia had her
you know-
banjo, and
yeah,
I think
I
she
think
was
it had
just
to do-
plucking her banjo.
I got a banjo for Christmas that
and
year.
we just kind of started singing along to what she was doing, and then we threw the guitar onto it, and then we did it for a live stream that night. We were like, oh, we like this. We should keep it.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I listened to it yet. I just saw it on the list of songs that you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want to definitely go back and listen.
Definitely would love that.
Did you kind of put your own little twist into it?
I would say
I would say
yes.
so.
Yeah.
With a banjo.
With a banjo.
With a banjo.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Did you want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more. We got some time. Before we play the New Music Alliance Radio Hour, give me another number, 1 to 201.
105.
All righty, here we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel like I shouldn't give you this one because someone already picked it. But if you really want it, where do we go from here?
Not all the children are grown up, and how do we spend our lives? Alan Parsons Project.
No.
Games People Play.
I've heard that from a filter.
Oh, Games People Play?
Yeah, by Alan Parsons.
So that was, no, because...
This is the title of a song?
This is the
Wait,
title
can you
of
say
the
it one more time? What
Heard
was
that
it
on a
again?
filter song.
Where do we go from here?
Oh, I thought we were going to be better at this than we are.
All I can think in my head is "Haven't We Been Here Before," which
That
is
sticks.
totally different song. But
That's a great song.
It's
but
a
that's
great
not
song.
that.
I don't know if I have
where
that
do
on
we
my
go
list.
from here?
Filter.
That was Deborah Cox in 1996.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
no way
even
I
know
was
who
gonna
that
get
is.
that.
Sorry, Deborah.
All right, you should know this one. What's my name? What's
Uma.
my
I
name?
like I think it was Descendants.
We are Disney
Disney.
children.
I was gonna. That was
That's
one of the
Disney.
earlier questions I was gonna say. Is it's like, what is your typical background? Do you listen to country music all the time? or-
Oh, well, we grew up,
Everything.
our parents listened to we had country radio on, and if it wasn't country radio, it was like the classic rock station.
Yes.
So we all grew up with a lot of classic rock and various eras of country.
Yeah.
And then we found Taylor Swift
and
and fell in love with her.
She's
And
we started learning about what songwriting was because she was the singer-songwriter. So we started doing it from learning about her. But
and yes, we do love Disney.
yes, we did. We were all Disney children. Our parents loved Disney. Actually, both my parents were cast members, performers down in Disney World for
Oh
a
wow.
couple of years.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
so
The
yeah.
first time I ever sang in front of an audience, it was second grade, a school talent show, Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
So,
Aw.
love Disney.
Did you see the recent remake they did?
I haven't seen it yet.
Been really
wow.
busy, but I saw it's coming on Disney Plus soon, so I'll probably watch
I
it
will
then.
definitely
Yeah.
watch it when it comes on Disney Plus.
Wow. Did you all growing up? Did you all fantasize about being like a Disney princess?
Who
Of
didn't?
course.
I didn't.
Ian's like, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda did.
Alrighty.
Yeah, right.
Let's do so my final question is, do you have an anthem song? Something like to really rouse up the crowd
Oh.
and
Well, actually, kind of. Here's to the Dreamer.
Or are you talking cover song?
no, for a song you've done.
Oh,
So we just recently wrote this song, and it's actually going to be the title track off of our EP, which is coming out soon, and it's called "Here's to the Dreamers." So
That's like a total anthem
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
Wow.
I would say that's our anthem.
That's going to get the crowd roaring.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hopefully.
Wake them up in the middle of the night when they're falling asleep, and they're going to just start
But-
doing the pogo,
yeah.
jumping up and down.
Aside from that, we do have a couple others. Like, they love when we play. We have this song called "Pickin' Wildflowers" that we go straight into "Sweet Child of Mine." Like, the audience
and
always
you get
like
everyone
gets pumped
clapping
for that
and
one.
singing along. It's so
Yeah.
cool moment during the show. for
Mama
sure.
needs a margarita, even if it's just our moms. We've got somebody like getting excited.
Jamming.
Yeah.
Zombie by the Cranberries, of course. I
Oh.
feel like you get
We've-
everyone
Yeah.
singing.
We've played that song, and I've seen people, like, if it's a bar or outside or whatever, I've seen people run from the opposite end to come sing along to that
Yeah.
song.
Like that's
Oh,
probably
wow.
the
Yeah.
number one song that I see people sing. That and Taylor Swift, "You Belong with Me,"
Oh,
are like the
yeah.
two top songs I see people singing along to.
And the other one that I feel like a lot more people than you would expect to sing along to is "My Church" by Maren Morris.
Yeah.
People really like
we
that one.
close most of our shows with it. It was one that blew up on country radio a few years back, and it's kind of just about how like
Music is your church.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's saying
Listening to the
music
radio
is
is like
her
going to
church,
church.
and
Yeah.
it's totally
gotta
true.
listen to
I feel
that
like
song
everyone
then.
can relate to that. You should. So
It's a great song.
yeah,
You watch the Black Bear video. We have the whole
Yeah.
video from last year. We close with that.
That's the one we did with
okay.
with Kayla
Kayla.
Farnham.
Yeah, right. With Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. Yeah. Oh, cool. So that's cool. You touched on something that I've heard so many times, and it just blows my mind in a good way. So Taylor Swift
Yeah.
has been the inspiration for so many young girls and young women
Yeah.
picking up a guitar. So, three
Oh, no,
examples.
yeah.
Another three.
She is the reason I started writing songs
At a very young
at
age.
like
Same with
yeah,
me.
She's-
very very young
She's
age.
the. I picked up a guitar because one day I was in the car listening to one of her songs. I was listening to All Too Well, and I was like, man, I wish I could play the guitar. And then I go, why couldn't I play the guitar? Like, there's literally one sitting in my bedroom. So then I went home and picked it up and started like teaching myself how to play. So
Man,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember hearing like maybe 5-6 years ago, they were saying on the radio that the sales in acoustic guitars were, skyrocketing, and they were talking about how they felt that Taylor Swift was the inspiration.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Do you think you would ever be an inspiration for somebody?
I think that's part of the dream.
Yeah.
You know, like I said earlier, though a lot of us writing our music is coming off of an idea or writing it to help us get through something, we want to write it for other people as well. And like we have this one song called "I Don't Drink on Sundays," and I tell this story very frequently because it's one I'm like super proud of. And I had a friend, so we put the video up on YouTube, and all of a sudden I got a call from this friend, and he's like, "Hey, do you have a minute to talk?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know that song you just posted a video of, I Don't Drink on Sundays?" And I was like, "Yes." So the song, just real quick background, is about a man who struggles with alcoholism, and it kind of follows his story, and he passes away, but it's a sad song. So he calls me and says, "I was having a really bad day. I've been sober for 9 months, and at the end of my day, I knew when I was done with work, I was going to go to the package store and I was going to get a big bottle of liquor and I was going to drink the whole damn thing. And I listened to your song and I decided to just go home and go to bed."
Wow.
And like, it makes me emotional just to think about the
To
fact
be able
that
to have that type of impact on someone just by
Yeah.
a song you wrote, by like
So that's, I think, truly that is why we want to do this. Like, just to be able to have that impact on a large group of people. Going back to Taylor Swift, she's had such an impact on us through her music. It's like we want to do the same thing.
being able to write words and just let other people know that whatever feeling they're going through, whether that be happiness or sadness, or they're in love or they're going through a breakup, knowing that you're not alone in that feeling is just special.
Yeah.
That's what we want to
And
do.
it's like we come back full circle, and one of the first questions I was going to ask you is that your songs are very genuine and compassionate. And that's one of the reasons why I love what you do so much. So
Thank you.
let's cap off the show with one more, shall we?
We shall. All right, so this next one, or last one, is so this was one we wrote, and you can kind of hear our love of classic country come out in it a little bit. I mean, it's our modern take on classic country, but we wrote this when one of the three of us, she who will not be named, was going through a breakup, and she kept getting caught writing songs about this one person. So we decided to sit down together and write the very last one, and it's called All the Songs I Wrote About You. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. In all the songs that I wrote about you, you see the red, the gray, the black and blue. And did you write down all of the time we spent? I got the story of us in purple pen. I see the first time when it came to an end. I see the old love, will you be my friend? And dear Austin, I know people change. I was caught in your fire at the end of the day, and I always tried to write what was running through my mind at the time. You see the love, the hurt, the hope, the truth in all the songs that I wrote about you. Tell me my first 3 chords on a melody, and play them in a song that you wrote about me. Sure, our bridges burn and it goes to show, at least I got ideas in my iPhone notes. And I always try to write what was running through my mind at the time. You see the love, the hurt, the hope, the truth in all the songs that I wrote about you. And every time I play our song, it always hits me a little too close to home. My mama said not to give you a second chance, but now I'm all alone without romance. And I don't have regrets, I did all I could, and our legacy inspired a book. The many prayers and wishes and harmonies. Oh, when I think about all that you did to me. And I always try to write what was running through my mind at the time. You see the love, the hurt, the hope, the truth in all the songs that I wrote about you. I'm kinda tired of writing songs about you. This is the last one, and that I promise you. Thank you so much.
Oh man, amazing, amazing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming down to the studio. Midnight Anthem, thank you so much. You're going to be performing real quick, let me see, Friday, September 8th at the Bethlehem Fair, September 9th, the Greens at Cannondale, 25th anniversary BB2 Bash.
That's a private event.
Oh, it's a private event.
Never mind, I lied. It's not.
Open
It's
to the public.
event. False alarm. False alarm.
You'll feel like you're at a private event, even though it's open to the public. September 15th at Bleachers. September 17th, Old Mystic Village. 23rd at Red Line Roadhouse. And October 7th, Saturday, Black Bear Americana Music Festival. Thank you for coming down to the studio.
Thanks.
And wow, we have like 20 seconds. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will see you again.
Yes,
yeah,
I love that.
awesome.
All right. Stay tuned to 90.1, the New Music Alliance Radio Hour, coming up in just a moment. Stand by.